Hi, it's Ahmed, back from the mountaintop. Well, not quite the top. This is kind of on the way down, but it's a beautiful spot, and I wanted to record another book review. Why not? So something that's been on my mind lately a lot has been AI, specifically natural language processing. So I'm sure you've heard a lot about artificial intelligence and how it's going to take over the world, how it's going to dominate us and make us their slaves. Um, Most of that, I believe, is just conjecture and Terminator and other movies that have influenced us. Um, a book that has been very influential, even me being a practitioner of artificial intelligence, right? I have a biased view of it, of course. Um, I learned a lot from this book called The Most Human Human by the author Brian Christian. And I highly recommend this book if you're trying to understand artificial intelligence, the bounds of artificial intelligence, and what else is you know what else is involved in artificial intelligence. So, kind of the pinnacle of AI, according to Brian Christian and according to many, is basically the Turing Prize. Or the Turing Prize is all about whether a chatbot can fool you enough to think that you're talking to a human being. And there's this contest that happens every year where everybody builds these bots that try to beat people and to try to get them to think that they're talking to a human being. It's a blind test. You don't know whether you're talking to a human being, you're chatting with a human being, or you're chatting with a robot. So they have this one award called the most human human, and the most human AI, right? The most machine-like human. A funny anecdote from the book: a person that won the most machine-like human was a PhD who just knew so much about a subject that the people who were chatting with her uh, uh, said there's no way this could be a real human being. No real human being would have that much knowledge about this subject. Um, but the nice thing about the book is it tells you a lot about how computers work. It makes you think about how human minds work, right? We often equate oratory skills or language skills for intelligence. We find funny people intelligent. Of course, we find mathematicians intelligent too, but we index pretty highly on communication because we have a gut feel for what an intelligent person would do or say, which is why when somebody doesn't speak your language, you automatically might think, oh, that person's not as intelligent. Um, but yeah, he breaks it down to, hey, if you really want to know what makes human beings human, is it really anything else but language? I personally think machines are way more powerful than us. And I believe in a future where machines and human beings augment each other to make amazing outcomes, whether it's in science or it's in driving. Machines do what machines do really well. They're not human. And humans do what humans do really well. So I've been trying to optimize myself to be a better human. And I know I'll never be as good of a machine as a machine is, and things like adding and calculating and, just being as consistent as a machine would be. So um, I highly recommend Brian Christian's book. It will be an eye-opening look into the world of AI. Whether you're a computer scientist or whether you're a complete novice or you're an investor who's interested in this space, at the very least, you're going to find it incredibly entertaining. There are certain parts of the book that are unexpected. So if you have the audiobook version and you're playing it in your car, don't have your kids in the car because you'll have to explain certain terms and you'll have to explain certain viewpoints where I think maybe he's being funny. Um, that let's just say it's not rated PG in certain parts of the book. I was listening to it in an audiobook and it was just such a fascinating listen. I was listening to it in the car and I happened to have my kid and I had to pause it really quickly. So that I was like, oh, don't worry about those words. It is a great book, though. Again, The Most Human Human by Brian Christian. I think it's one of the best books and one of the most entertaining books on AI that you'll read that is not going to put you to sleep. All right. Thanks. Bye.